So I have another question that kind of like it kind of ties in, but it kind of so we're going back. You said that black supremacy is not bad.
Yeah.
White supremacy is bad.
Yeah.
I think supremacy of any kind, women, men, color, gender, whatever. I kind of think is bad.
Right.
And I also kind of think so like when you go back to like saying like we as humans are different. Mm-hmm. If you go back to Pangea before the world split, and you go to like geographical, wouldn't we all have been in one location? And the only reason that essentially there are
so many places?
No, not even so many places, but essentially there are white people is because of how far from the equator they moved?
No, sir. If you go through, you just did your DNA, right? Yeah. You did your DNA. I'm going to say something.
Right.
You know, because we gloves off. I'm going to say something. Look, they use the same DNA to tell you that anybody that is not sub-Saharan African, they have Neanderthal DNA, which is subhuman. So we are not the same. We are not the same.
Some of them come out with tails.
They do. No, black people.
No.
We are the only gender that can make.
So when I say
a black male and a black woman can make an albino baby, a white woman and a white man can't make a black baby.
Exactly. When I say supremacy, if we were put here on Earth first, the Earth was given to us. We should be the big brothers. So if there's any supremacy,
but what I'm saying, if you go back to before the world even split, we all black. There was no white. There was no white.
No, there was, but no. See, this is the thing. If you go back, like how they use the they talk about the Neanderthal DNA, this and that third. I gotta wait. They talk about this and that third. That comes from a subhuman species, bro.
Right. That's like,
so. That's not so.
But is every white person in?
Yeah, no, Asians, all that.
Yeah.
They all already have Neanderthal DNA.
All of them with that color.
All of them. They are subhuman. All of them. So why when I say supremacy. Man, bro, don't talk about that 10% shit. Don't let them do that to you, man. Don't let them do that to you, man. But look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Every time you fucking like bring that shit up, I get hot when you say that.
Yeah.
Bro.
Next gonna say. But no, so this is what I say. Hey, look. When people say that all white people aren't bad, right? This is what I would give them the ultimate. Okay. That's a white person I could, you feel me, rock with. Now, if you understand this, a lot of white people do understand this. You feel me? Do understand that we are not the same. So if you understand that the world was created for us, we're supposed to be the big brothers of the world, then we are supposed to be leading because we have the instruction. It was created for us, so we're supposed to be an example to everybody else.
So I have a question.
Example.
So like say like this is like we're going way back before the world split, before the big earthquake.
Yeah.
And I guess there was no real light-skinned individual. All right, so like if there was how were we interacting with these people? Like were they like
light-skinned or see we talking about
I'm saying like the color white is not a real man. I don't want to say that sound like I'm racist, but like from what I've understand, the way that I've understood it, white people.
I'm gonna tell you like how my grandma told me. Have you ever seen white dirt?
No, and he said he got us from the soil, right? He got us from the soil, the richest soil. I'm talking about.
Right. So what I'm saying is like if you go back, there was no white people back when.
No, they weren't.
And the only way that we got the way it is because of the earthquake and because people eventually moved super far away from the equator.
I don't agree with that because it's genetics. Because listen, if we can agree that genetics,
if we're going way far back, listen, that's like that shit is out.
If we can agree that we're genetically different, how can you say that? Oh, it's because of. Look, I'm from Fresno, California. Anybody ever been to Fresno? 8 months of the year we 100-degree weather, right? I came to Portland, Oregon. How dark? I'm dark and off.
Yeah.
I ain't changed much. I came to a region where there's very, very little sun.
Bro, we get like 3 months. 4 if we're lucky.
Right. So from a genetic standpoint, like I say, the same way, like this is what's beautiful about everything. Because as the world continues to progress and all this technology comes, they use the same technology and DNA they'll use to lock us up, right? They have to adhere to that for this. They have to adhere to that. So when you say something about tails, somebody being born with tails, you ain't never seen a black person born with a tail. Never. No. So that lets you know that we are different some way.
That's weird.
I understand that, but I feel like all right,
weird.
we gonna take another spin because I feel like supremacy. Like I said this earlier. Supremacy of anything is terrible, bro.
Right.
And I honestly, and if we want to go into it, I think that's why we gonna spin off like Nick Cannon.
Right.
When he was just dealing with his issues, I listened to this show called a podcast rather called the Brilliant Idiot. And it's Charlamagne the God, and it's this comedian named Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, I know.
And
Charlamagne the God in his book, man.
Bro, Charlamagne the God, he low-key my long distance uncle.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
They look like they was ready.
I'm a heretic for everybody out there. I know what a heretic is. Look at it.
They look like they was looking for Charlamagne when I said so.
But basically, they were explaining that. Basically, Nick Cannon was saying some of the shit that basically were saying. He was basically saying like white people were like subhuman, they're born savage, and like stuff like that. And he really gave no context to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so like it almost made it seem like all white people are savage. And then he was also saying something about like Jewish people, and he made a very general statement as if like Jewish people like run the world or some shit like that.
They do.
All right,
the fake Jews, because they fake as hell. They not.
Shit, nigga.
They not the real ones, man. They not the real ones. How could you be the children of God? Look, on some logical shit without the Bible. How could you be the children of God if you was not even first? So if he created us first, some black race got to be the chosen. One of them. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Jews is rich.
They're rich as hell.
So how the fuck did the Jews?
Everything that you think you own, the Jews own it.
Right. So how did they get it from us?
How did they get it from us?
They stole it.
You about to say?
Hey, listen.
They fucking stole
it. What else? Have they not stole everything else? Come on, man.
All right, listen. We gonna go back to Nick Cannon real quick, man. Y'all gonna get my little podcast shut down.
But that's because you speaking facts.
I DK shit.
You know what I'm
saying?
I just asked a question.
We doing our theory.
And so basically, this is basically the way they explain it is like that's a lot of the reason that fucking Hitler kind of basically did what he was doing is because he supposedly knew this is not necessarily who we was, but he knew that the Jews supposedly the Jews were like controlling the world and like
he knew that.
He knew so you're right. So, but I guess what say like the Jews do own everything.
You can't.
They do.
They do.
Bro, the same thing we was talking about when you showed me that film.
Nigga, I know shit. God damn.
But y'all don't know. I shit. Y'all don't know.
Y'all niggas is blowing up my spot.
Shit, man.
Hey, I'm
gonna drink to that.
Y'all niggas won't let me throw no hypotheticals or nothing.
Good.
I said y'all niggas is trying.
I get it down the air.
Right.
This is good.
This
nigga trying to. All right. So say.
Shout out to them too.
So say the Jews own everything, right? Let's just say they do.
Right.
And why? So basically, what they're afraid of is somebody getting that type of information and redoing the Holocaust. It's like that's what it is. Anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitic. We looked it up. Is basically like hate towards unoriginal people.
Right.
But they're not original. We just broke that down, didn't we? They're not.
Hypothetically, they're not original.
Go ahead, do it. My bad, y'all. Go ahead. We blowing up the spot.
I feel it though, because you can't. And you got to think about it from a power standpoint. Look at all that power they got.
Yeah.
Control.
You know the video you talked about, the Farrakhan video, the one that you had seen. Look, when we was coming over here in slavery, you wouldn't think that the Jews had nothing to do with it because they were hiding behind, oh, I'm Portugal. Oh, I'm fucking Spanish. Oh, I'm motherfucking this over here. I mean, you know what I mean? So that they never really surfaced because they cleverly hid behind.
Yeah, look at that good. They could blend in.
Yeah.
And supposedly on a lot of slave ships.
I don't.
I mean, look, I feel like he's control. Like a lot of this shit is controlled opposition, man. I feel like he
But I watched this.
Who's that?
Farrakhan. I watched this.
Like that's why he said a lot of real shit, but at the same time, no, there's
contradicting.
There's no way. Like these motherfuckers, like we say rule the world. There has to be some type of thing, but they're not gonna let a motherfucker like me get up there.
But did you see that?
They're not gonna let. You gotta have to follow some type of script.
But you realize how much security Farrakhan got, bro?
But who gave you the word you just said? Security. What type of word is that? What language is that?
I don't know.
They ain't, whoever it is, they ain't power. Well, it ain't us. So my whole point is, you have to answer somebody.
Scientology.
Anybody that got bosses.
You think Scientology run the world?
A lot of this.
Scientology run a lot. I feel like they run the Muslim community because Louis Farrakhan said after the creator that created Scientology died that's his good friend. Nigga, he said he don't even like black people.
Yeah. You know, so they have a big, what's in there? Didn't they have a school of Scientology? Will and Jada? We ain't talking about none of that bullshit. But didn't they have a school of Scientology?
Who's that?
Will and Jada. Will and Jada. They have a school of Scientology.
Something like, I don't know. But what is it? Riza Islam?
Oh, Riza? Yeah.
Riza? He comes from family of Scientology.
Right. So when you gotta understand,
Riza
Islam, you gotta understand, when you get to a certain platform, they control the media. You think that they're gonna let some wild card nigga like me? They will never let me. Because I'm taking the gloves off. And I'm not taking no money from you. Y'all not my bosses. So you feel me? They control the media. So when you saw Martin Luther King and Malcolm X on motherfucking CBS, but who the fuck runs CBS?
Isn't it Jewish people?
So that's the script that the motherfucker gotta follow. Is my whole point. That's my whole point. That none of this shit is just like some organic ass, just like
no, it's all
exactly. Because they want look, the thing we're talking about the Black Lives Matter and all these riots and protesting and shit, this shit has been going on since before our time. We was talking about this before the cameras came on. It's been going on since before our time. Our grandparents could tell us stories. Great-great-grandparents could tell us stories about this shit, right? So there's obviously some type of narrative that's trying to be pushed down our throats. There's obviously something. They want us to tip over. They want us to tip over and be like, you know what, fuck this, we finna anarchy. So then they can finally put the clamps on us. Because anytime America goes to war, what has to happen? They have to have the body behind it. They have to have the approval of the people to go to war. So when they go to war with us, they gotta have the approval. And how's that gonna happen?
All this rioting and
Come on, man. Even though we mean good, because we the victims.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, so I got another post.
Oh, wow. I be going crazy on my Facebook.
The New World Order. That New World Order government everyone is scared of will be of God.
Thanks.
When he returns, he will have completed sovereignty and dominion over the earth. Yeah. And what I'm trying to say is, once God comes, he is putting an end to everything, to every government, religion, the way that is not in line with his law of the government and structure. So same time, the mark of the beast, the world is trying to condition you, deny him. Me personally, I'm a huge fan of God's one world order. Can't wait either.
I can't wait. Because what I mean by that is this. When you think about the mark of the beast, you think about Revelation, right? That's not the first time you saw it. We saw it all through the Old Testament when the Most High would say, bind my law. Oh yeah, now once again, we talk about a law. You feel me? We talk about, us as humans, we got a little bit different than animals. They are programmed. We're not. We motherfuckers, we do all type of shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Right. So everybody has a law. So at the end of the day, so me personally, I understand that is the most, when that mark of the beast, they're conditioning you, like we was talking earlier. The alien shit, that's a theory. The aliens, they are so hard conditioned, hella years. I ain't seen one month come out that motherfucker, right? But they're telling you that. They're telling you, look.
Supposedly this alien's been coming to Earth for a minute.
But they're telling you, they make the conditions to when it does happen, instantly be against them. And what does the aliens always want to do when they come here? Destroy shit. The Most High said himself, because of the way the world's going, the creation, we can't think about it from a creator standpoint. But if you gave your kids something, right? You gave your kids something, they just fucking defiling the fuck out of it. I'm finna come through there kicking down forts, pillows, I gotta set this shit back in motion the right way. The right way. So they're conditioning us to be against that when it comes. That's my whole mindset.
So I got a question. So what do you believe in? Because I know you said you're not into religion, so you just...
I follow the Most High's law. You know what I mean? Because, look, this is the thing.
So you do follow the Bible?
I follow the Tanakh, but look, this is the thing. In the Bible, but this is the thing. I don't deal with the New Testament. But when I talk about following the law, these are things that have to be proven. Like I just showed y'all.
Oh, what about the Egyptian laws?
You said the Egyptian laws?
Yeah.
Okay, so give me some Egyptian culture. Give me something that is like, you know, like how I was just saying to you. At the end of the day, like a lot of people might not agree with it, but the moon ordinance, if you see a full moon, about 30 days later you're gonna see another one. That's a beacon for a calendar. A beacon for a calendar.
What does that mean?
No, what I mean is
you could start that shit right there.
Yeah. What I mean is, okay, well, the moon has these certain cycles that you go through. And so when you get to the 6th day, 14th, 13th day, 21st day, all that, it's always at a certain place. So somebody else created this shit here. Right? So for me in my mind, so like I'm gonna just read one thing for y'all real fast. I'm gonna read one thing. So let me, if you look at the tags on a lot of y'all shirts, mixed material and in the
like
Torah,
cotton, polyester.
in the Torah, the Most High said, now this how we're gonna break it down to. This is how you know this is a creator. He said, don't wear clothes with mixed material. We look at that shit like, man, what the fuck that shit mean? You gonna put that shit in Google? Let me read something to y'all. This health benefits of wearing natural material. When it comes to body care, we know that 60% of what we put on our skin is absorbed into our bloodstream. So if clothes are treated with chemicals and we put the same clothes on our skin, wouldn't our skin absorb the same chemicals? So let's dive further into why the Most High told us not to mix materials in our clothing. Leviticus 19:19 and Deuteronomy 22:11. Linen, for example. At the electronic cellular level, flax cells are highly complementary with human cells, producing a benevolent effect on the human organism. Scientists have discovered that linen fibers reflect light. Actually, time out. I'm about to go straight to where I'm going to because it's long. Right here. The biblical warning of wearing wool and linen together proved in scientific studies to be accurate. The energy of these two fabrics put together, wool sweater on top of a linen outfit, collapsed the electrical field as well as wearing a black colored fabric. Where the two textiles measured at 5,000 signature frequencies, when put together, these canceled each other out and brought measurable weakness and in some tests, even pain to the human body.
Oh yeah, I totally
look at your shirt. Look at your shirt right now. Look at your shirt right now.
I think it's cotton.
If it's 100%, but you ask yourself, why the fuck can't they put why they putting polyester mixed with acrylic and shit?
For me,
to lower your frequency, your vibration.
But my point is this: how in the world, if that's my point, if this is not inspired by the Creator, how the hell would anybody back then know not to put these two together? How would they know that shit?
They wouldn't. Like, I agree. I believe in the Creator. I totally agree in the Creator. Like,
it's just the way we perceive. It's the way we perceive a lot of shit. Christian. Yeah,
I don't believe in religion.
No, I don't believe in religion. I talk about culture. Well, my thing is culture.
I believe in my ancestors. The universe.
Natural. You know, when if somebody came and told me this, I'm like, oh, bro, you got some knowledge motherfuckers don't got. Like, the fact that this was in Leviticus, and we talking about 1,000 years ago, that had to be by a creator.
Right.
Hey, he's the first scientist, had to be.
So for me, from my knowledge, the reason they mix and don't use 100% cotton.
Because it shrinks faster or some shit like that.
Nah, it's because it's hot as fuck, nigga.
No, but linen keeps you cool. Linen keeps you cool.
Yeah, that's why in the Middle East you see them.
Yeah, and linen, that was the holy fabric. Linen keeps you cool. Linen, and also it's a healing plant. It comes from flaxseed. It's healing. It comes from the earth. Just the same reason why they ask why you don't eat certain things. I don't eat pork, chicken. I don't eat motherfucking turkey. I don't eat any shellfish because at the end of the day, you are what the fuck you eat. Only meat that I eat is meat that eats only vegetation.
That reminds me of Dick Gregory. I ain't eating shit that has sex and shit and piss.
I don't eat nothing that will eat meat because that can't discern if the meat is clean or not. I'll fuck around with some lamb because we'll look at the cycle. Or some.
I heard lambs and goats eat anything.
No, they're curious grazers. They don't eat anything. Like just like a pigeon, you might think a pigeon eat anything. You throw a piece of fried chicken to that motherfucker, they might go for the bread. But I've seen motherfuckers throw real meat, so they don't have the beak to hunt meat. They don't have a digestive system to consume meat. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, for my whole point is this: everything scientifically. You know, people be like, man, we supposed to have free will. Why the fuck is that a law? This and that and third. Why the fuck you ain't asking the trees that? The trees, they come in their season. The sun and the moon, the animals, the motherfucking plants, they all do what they supposed to do except for us. So that's what I believe in. That's what I believe in. It's a culture. It's a natural.
So basically, these were laws that were written from people who lived way back when.
The original people, right.
And so they gave us these rules to abide by.
Yeah.
And over time, we kind of just drifted away.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, the Bible, I feel like the Book of Psalms is like a book of spells.
Book of spells? Look, I ain't gonna lie to you.
You say
no. I'm gonna say. Let me say.
Isn't it the longest book?
No, it is definitely the longest book. But let me tell you something though. that is sure it's been stepped on. I agree. It's been stepped on. You can know that just by the fact of the different language. Yeah, it's definitely re-rock. We got about 10% cocaine, 90%.
Nigga, I'm gonna make a shirt. Nigga, I'm gonna put you on that. That's that re-rock word.
If you can just, it's about like how we've been sitting here talking about how we could on some real shit. You just looked at your shirt. We look at. And those same laws, God said he didn't. Now they took out probably why he said why and all that, but he said don't wear mixed materials. You looked at your shirt, that motherfucker was mixed, right? We look at these scientists today will tell you that shit can cause cancer.
A lot of shit.
A lot of the meat that we're eating causes cancer. Right. Exactly.
Chemtrails, baby.
And you know another reason I don't eat a lot of the meats that most traditional black people eat. When were they given to us? Slavery.
Yeah.
So they wasn't giving it to us for our well-being.
No.
Never.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Book by Jim Crow.
But also, have you ever seen Birth of a Nation?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's one of my
So
words.
for me, after that, bro, it was hard. That was a hard watch for me. Like for me, I don't know.
You just. Like, I dig what you saying and all that shit, and you gotta stand on what you believe on, and I totally understand that. Cause me, I don't fuck with the Bible. Like, I just don't.
Yeah, no. But let me tell you something. How do you refute the shit I just said? How do you refute? No. Listen.
I don't refute.
No. Because I don't fuck with a lot of parts of. I don't fuck with the New Testament at all. Y'all know out there, I don't fuck with Jesus. A lot of y'all don't know. A lot of y'all know this.
Jesus.
Whatever you want to call it. He wasn't.
Yahweh.
He wasn't for none of that shit. No, that's not the name.
Elohim.
All that's bullshit.
I used to think, and me and my best friend just came up with this theory. We were just talking because we talk about random shit, and I was like, Jesus is just another form of a deity.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. And you gotta understand. When did you get him?
Y'all know what deities are?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Buddha and all that shit.
Yeah. But when did you get him? When is the first time we can say for sure that we got Jesus?
I thought it was slavery.
So no, let me ask you something. The laws, the shit I was just talking to you about the scientific part of the law, that predates all of that. So that has to be for original people. So I'm not fully with the Bible either, as far as some parts, but understanding that this is the only
basic instructions before leaving Earth.
And only a part of it though, because once you get
they fucked it up.
So like I say, a lot of people are so quick to throw it out, but once you're able to discern certain shit, like I was talking about the law earlier. Think about this. I was talking about to my mom when I was in Lincoln City. I'm like, hey, the Most High said if you come across say a bird, right? Say a mother bird and she got a couple hatchlings, you take the hatchlings and eat them. Because if you take the mother, what's gonna happen? The hatchling's gonna die and then you can't create no more. You know what I'm talking about? You can't create anymore. So you gotta understand the logic that's coming from this. Your Christian pastor is he not gonna teach you from where the fuck I'm teaching the motherfucker from. They're gonna teach your ass from, like God said, He gave us these laws about what to eat and what not to eat. Because if He created you, let me tell you something. A lion, if the motherfucker can't get no antelope or some shit, that motherfucker gonna eat grass. He gonna kill over. You know what I'm saying? He has a certain law. Yep. So when God tells you not to eat certain shit, it's not because motherfucker just flexing his power. He could. But at the end of the day, it's because I created you. I understand what's good for your anatomy. I understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask you. So do you believe in heaven and hell?
I don't believe in it. And hell, heaven is real. I don't believe in space. I know above us is heaven.
I believe there's
you don't believe in space. What do you mean you don't believe in space?
I believe that space is a thing to try to disconnect us further from God. Because if you feel like there's so much other shit going on, let me tell you something. If you like the Most High,
what do you mean? People have been to space.
No, but wait. Let me tell you something.
Some of that shit is altered.
Let me tell you something. Hey, look.
Yeah,
check this out.
Multi-dimensional.
Check this out. Look.
Bro, go ahead and promote it. What are you holding up, bro?
This is What's Done in the Dark, Part 3, Black History. You feel me? By me or whatever. There's a song on here called the scripture we just talking about, Genesis 1:14, and it starts off. You got these astronauts. I got them on the clip saying how they can't get back to the moon, how they destroy the technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again. And you got another astronaut saying we can't leave low Earth. We can't leave low Earth orbit. We can't leave. So if you tell me you did this shit 40 years ago, think about how shit goes.
So you don't think it's life on Mars?
Mars? Man, listen. No. I don't look.
I thought that was some crazy shit.
Look, let me tell you something. To be honest with you, they're trying to take your mind off of God. Because let me tell you something. If you knew for a fact that right above you was God's domain, not all the, because if you're a Christian, how the fuck do you believe in space and heaven? How do you believe in space and heaven?
They don't.
No. Some of them do.
A lot of Christians I know don't believe in space or aliens or anything.
I mean, but that but so my thing is this. Like, okay, my thing, just like how they say the Earth is fucking billions of years old. They're trying to make you insignificant. They're trying to, make it like, okay, well, this is just. What if a motherfucker told you that the Earth was only 7,000 years old? What if a motherfucker told you that? What if a motherfucker told you that? That'll make sure damn, this is way more significant than I thought.
Right.
My life. So, like I said, you got to understand why. Just the same thing we're asking why they're treating us the way that they're treating us. You got to ask why.
So
you have to ask why.
There was this little genius boy that was talking. I don't know what his name was, but he was saying basically, if you can go back and find a day when the earth was created, how is there not a God?
Exactly. And how do you have all these different? Look at how your body's constructed. Look how it functions. How in the fuck is that from a Big Bang?
It's not.
It's not.
There's no. Look, bro. I got my fingers.
Or the black hole.
Come on, man.
No.
Right. Your brain.
I refer to that Old Testament is a motherfucker.
That's a motherfucker, bro. I don't fuck with the New Testament, y'all. Y'all know me.
I fuck with the Bible, but I'm just saying that Old Testament.
Hey,
he wiped out all that shit.
Yeah.
He wiped it out.
And so look, like we were just talking earlier, nothing can be dead before it's alive. So how the fuck is nothing going on? Then a motherfucking bang happened. Hold on.
Nothing from nothing is nothing.
Come on, man.
Right.
This come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
So
the Old Testament doesn't stop with Noah.
No. Honestly, most of the books that were taken from the Old Testament were from the time of creation to Noah.
Yeah.
You got the book of Jubilees, you got Enoch, you got Joshua, all these things where it plugs in a little bit more understanding.
Right.
They take that out to where it's like, man, this shit don't make no fucking sense. I'm not rocking with this shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So you say you don't believe in hell, right? So you don't believe in the devil, correct?
The devil? Now, who's the devil? Wait, do you mean Satan or do you mean... Because, okay, now, Satan and Lucifer are two different deities.
I didn't know that.
No, let me tell you something. In Job... let me tell you something. Because when the fallen angels fell before in the beginning, right? When, in the book... And this for anybody versed on the book Enoch. When the fallen angels fell or whatever... you can't be sinning and be in the most holy dominion. You can't be. So the fact that in Job, when Satan said that the Most High assembled all the sons of God, and Satan was there with him. Hold on, time out. And then he told Satan, I want you to do this. He gave Satan instructions. Satan just got a fucked up job. He supposed to tip man and all this and that and third, but he also told Satan, you do all these things to Job, but don't kill him. Don't harm him, physically. And he didn't. So, but the way that we taught in the church is that it's almost like it's two gods. You got good and the evil. You got God, but
I feel like they're the same entity. I was talking to my dude and how they say in the Bible like God is a jealous God, whatever.
He said he's a God of war too.
Right. So I feel like the Satan or devil, whatever you want to call it, they're the same entity. He
works from the. He said, look, when he said I assembled all the sons of God, and Satan was also there with him. He asked Satan. He said, hey man, what's going on? You feel me? He said, oh man, just walking to and from. To and fro. I don't see no righteous motherfucker here except for Job. He said, well look, you know what? We're gonna test Job. You go ahead. I'm gonna get, cause this is Satan's job. Say, look, man, I'm gonna give you all the power in your hand to, kind of discourage him. Job, he was hella motherfucking rich. He had all this shit going on. He's a handsome man. The motherfucker got boils on it. He got shit. His appearance got fucked up. He started losing shit. But that was to test. That was to test his faith, because the Most High wanted to test his faith. So he used Satan. Everybody has a job. Everything has a job. So me personally, I understand that Satan works for the Creator. He just has a fucked up job. His job is just goddamn like. Shit, you gotta come out here and tip niggas.
That makes sense. I never thought of it like that.
I've seen them as the same entity.
So for me though, I do not. So you don't believe in demons either?
I definitely believe in demons. I definitely believe in demons.
You can conjure up some shit.
Most definitely believe in demons. But when you said say Lucifer, for me, Lucifer. They got one passage about Lucifer in the book of Isaiah. Want to talk about how you fall from the sky and all this shit, and what you did to humanity and all this shit, whatever. And for me, I understand. Look, the fact of that, Satan was able to go back and forth from heaven to earth. If you sinning, bro, you can't be. That's the most holy dominion. Your ass can't be in heaven if your ass is sinning. Why you think the fallen angels got kicked out? You can't be up there. So for Lucifer and Satan, there is complete two different deities. Satan works for the Most High. I mean, as far as Lucifer, he's created all this shit, but at the same time, he is in opposition. Satan is not in opposition. Satan is the one that let's say take Satan out of it. Say we want to be like, okay, God is going to come and try you. He's going to come and try you. He's going to try your faith with this and that and the third. He has somebody to do that. Like, look at all the Greek and Roman deities. Like, but they only have one superpower. Think about Zeus. What the fuck is a superpower?
Is it lightning?
Okay, so you can't be the creator. You got wait. Listen to me. Listen to this. Is what I mean by this. Now, all of these different deities, they have like one major strength. When we think about the creator, you created everything. So like these are just like the angels. Like the Most High made the angels like, and if you wanted to create something, in order for them not to ever like overtake you, you're gonna create them with limitations. You're gonna create them with limitations.
Right, that's just like I said I was watching that guy.
You're gonna create them with limitations.
Right, that's just like I said I was watching that guy in Pharaoh, and he said like if you worship Jesus, you broke your the Tokos, all
this other shit. Yeah, you know, because it's more because it goes deeper than just what we see. Like they say the white, this and that and the third. I don't care what color you make them. The deity is what matters because you're paying homage to something way deeper than just white man or this and that and the third. It's way deeper than that. These motherfuckers use that Jesus shit as sun worship way back in the day. They're worshiping the sun. And I told this Hindu chick. I mean, she was talking about how they don't eat beef because the cow takes a shit and it shits in a certain fucking special ass plant that heals its blooms from it, right? I said, well, ain't that silly? You're gonna worship the cow and not the motherfucker that created the cow. That is silly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's silly as hell. You're gonna hold the cow sacred, but not the cow, because the cow can't tell you when it's gonna live and die. Can't tell you if it's having a boy or a girl. It is created, so you should worship the shit that created the cow.
Not this, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
DFC's people are into that shit.
Yeah, big time, bro.
That's crazy. I never knew it went that deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I mean, but you gotta understand, it's not any of our fault. It's not, but we don't know shit. But look, at the end of the day, it's not. Look, this the thing, though, bro. You gotta understand. How long we been in America, man? How long we been here? So we've had to suck up, and like I say, this is what I
400, almost 500 years.
And this is what I say. There's curses. This is what I say. There's when I say curses. Deuteronomy 28, the Most High, He gave us curses and blessings. If you do this shit, you're going to be blessed. Do this, you're going to be cursed. Some of the curses came down to, we would go into our oppressor's land, buy ships. You feel me? We would depend on them for everything. And we depend on them for everything.
Jesus' name was an Atlantic slave trade shit.
Whoa.
It was.
You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. So when you look at everything we're going through, even when we talk about relationships, when I came here.
It wasn't even Jesus Jewish?
Hey man, say man,
But they running.
say man, they running shit, man. But look, like
supposedly,
right? But like I was saying though, when you look at everything that is going on with in Deuteronomy 28, 54 or 56 talks about how the woman he said, look, I'm going to make it to where these are like tattoos. You see all the problems of the black people. This is how you're going to know that you're my children. So the Jews, they can't fake that because they don't go through none of the hardships we go through. One of the things he said, look, I will make it to where your women, the mother of your bosom, will have an evil eye towards her baby daddy and towards her children. Y'all saw motherfucking, no, listen, y'all saw baby, what's that, Boys in the Hood. You saw how motherfucking dope boy mama was talking to them.
What she hit you for it, though?
Yeah.
What she hit you for?
Look, you, and I understand, look, so this, and it also said that the men that was so much this and that and the third, they will have an evil eye towards the woman of their bosom, and they will leave their children. So when I tell you that I don't believe in the Bible, but when it's some of this shit right here, bro, I can't fucking refute this right here, bro.
Yeah, it's facts.
I can't refute this shit. These are curses.
I fuck with that statement. Absolutely.
Right, because like you just made a statement about you that kind of between you and your mom. Yeah. We all kind of have that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, it has to be a reason why. Because if we are equal, why the fuck these other races ain't going through the same shit we going through? Right. This is a fucking divine curse,
motherfucking Mexicans, whites, Asians.
They're not going through the same.
They gonna build each other up like a motherfucker. They're stacking.
It's like when you get around a motherfucker, like I say about the Oregon, because it goes on in every.
So that goes to explain that crab in a barrel mentality.
Yes. Because look, I ain't gonna lie to you, my shit be fucked up. You know, I got to Oregon. Like, first off, it ain't already in a lot of black people here. Why the fuck you mugging me, bro?
They don't speak.
Why in the fuck you not? My auntie, she just moved here from San Francisco about a couple years ago. She said, man, the people out here, they don't fucking speak.
Yeah, they're pretty rude.
They don't speak. You know, the black women, the motherfucker be, back where I'm from, motherfucker, hey, you need help taking your shit back to the,
right.
You know what I mean? But it's something, you don't want to be like that, but it's something inside of you.
Why is that here that, like, we have a place where we really don't got hoods like that here.
Right. Hey, and that's true. That's true.
Niggas brought problems here.
That's true. Because Because like I say, this before I even went out this biblical shit, you gotta understand. Since the time you was a kid, when I was a kid growing up in Fresno, California, I'd be like, fuck, I didn't put my mind to where, okay, this is a curse. But when you think about it, it has to be, because we've tried everything. And everybody want to be like us until it's time to be like us. Until it's time to be us. And why is that? But we have a binding curse. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always say we have to revert to an original culture. Because just like everybody else, they have holidays after their culture. They got the world stops for Christmas. The world stops for Thanksgiving. The world stops for Halloween.
I didn't know about that shit.
The world stops for this shit.
Do you feel like, so one thing I do know that a lot of people don't fuck with is like money and like,
yeah.
So for me, I feel like our real freedom is gonna come with like gaining economics and knowledge of it, so that we can basically build our.
You know, it's funny. Like you said, y'all know how much I say I don't fuck with a lot of parts of the Bible, but this shit y'all can't refute. Genesis, the wine right now, I can't really give it to you, but when the Most High said that your seed will go into slavery into a land that's not theirs for 400 years.
Yeah, he did.
For 400 years. Yeah. And then after that, they will come out with wealth. Do you think about the Prince of Egypt? That was our ancestors, bro.
Yes.
When you think about when you think about Moses bringing his people out of the land, there's nothing new under the sun. So the same shit that happened then, it's going to happen again, bro.
And Moses is in the Book of Psalms, right?
Moses, well, no, I think that's King David. King David was King David, he was the guy.
Moses is worse.
Moses before that, he was the one that brought us out of Egypt, and he was the one that was dealing with the Most High.
Moses and Genesis.
Yeah, Moses and Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but like I said, but on some other shit, like you were saying.
David from the beginning.
But like you said, if you don't understand how to discern it, because we gotta understand, we have a bastardized language, and when I say that, I mean, look, man, I tell even before I started coming to this truth that I'm on. It would fuck me up because I'm like, bro, when I have a son, I'm about to have a son. My first kid, I'm 29. I'm my first kid. But I used to think in my head, bro, what am I going to tell him? When he asks me, where am I from? Well, I'm going to tell this motherfucker you swing from trees? Your ass slavery? So when you think about it, like with other people, you know how much it empowers them to have oral tradition. To tell, like Irish motherfuckers, they got certain sayings that they can say that will hit a motherfucker and give them pride. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We don't have that shit.
No, we don't have it, bro. It kind of makes me sad because it's like, I remember like even having like really conversations at work and shit like that. People were like,
that's how me and him met. All y'all. At work. And we was chopping up the whole motherfucking
because I try to break that stereotype of every time you see a nigga like kind of cause a problem with it. For me, it's like when I see a brother, it's like love.
Bro, you in the same struggle as me, man.
Hey, I'm creating this shirt, this brand, t-shirt brand. It's called Black Smile, Smile Back. And
hey, man, I'm gonna buy that shit.
So it's the idea of like when you see a nigga smile, motherfuckers.
And that's like a piggyback off of what they used to always say back in our grandparents' time, man. We all we got,
bro.
Man, we literally are.
To be honest, and we tearing each other down.
Sorry, for me, it's the idea of like when you see that T-shirt, you know that nigga ain't gonna mug you. It's love. You can speak. It's love. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we need that.
Nigga Black Smile, Smile.
We need that.
Bro, my distant cousin, my wife's cousin, was supposedly working on it, and she supposedly was like, "Oh, I'm going to school right now. I'll do it once school's over." And I never heard from her again. Yeah. So I'm just gonna have to get something rolling on that myself.
Man. Hey, man. You need any help? Let me know, man. Cause I'll dive into that with you, bro. Because we need as much encouragement as we can get. Yes. Because you think about all the things that are tailored towards. We don't think about it, but look, you look at a lot of females in school. Like I grew up with 5 brothers, right? My dad, he had daughters, but I didn't really interact with them, meet them until my dad passed last year. I didn't really meet or interact with them. A lot of, you know what I mean? Appreciate it. But it's like when you think about it, it's like everything in America seems to be tailored towards keeping us at a certain level because they know. That's why I was telling you about the Jews. They know that if we realize what the fuck we too powerful. Because then we going to start digging. Okay, well, what the fuck was our ancestors like? What was their culture? Because like I said, it's like with everything, like I said, I'm continue to say, y'all make this a shirt. Everything stems from culture. Everything. Religion, customs, everything. Nothing precedes goddamn culture.
So I have a question. Like, as a culture, I feel like we don't we like think about war,
right?
And say like these people are ops, our oppressors,
Right,
or whatever,
right.
opposition,
right?
Why wouldn't we kind of gain that knowledge, kind of like tuck down, be quiet about it,
Curses, man.
get right, and then be like, bow,
curses.
nigga,
Look, curses.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, curses, because like when I talk about these curses, it's like we were up here, right? Now shit is topsy-turvy. Now we have the conversations about how hard it is for sisters that's raising kids by themselves. Bro, it wasn't like that shit before. When it was completely flipped. These are curses. The Most High said, he pretty much said, I'm going to make you pretty much the worst human being you can be. In a nutshell.
So let me.
You know what I mean?
Can I say that? How can we be the worst human beings if we learn shit like?
But there's certain things in play.
Like kind of like what he said. Like we should have. I can't figure out how none of this the slave didn't overpower.
No, but you know why? Because he said, look, in the curse, he said, you will depend on these individuals for everything. So once we came here, look, the thing is, and the Most High also said that he was going to empower our oppressors to rule over us because we fucked up. Like I said, we're supposed to be the big brothers of the earth.
So can I say this one thing? So like say like, so if we're going by the law of the Bible,
right,
and the Bible says that we're supposed to be in this like curse for so many ever years.
400.
All right, so
that's
like
why you're waking up right now.
After
waking up.
So after slavery, the black home wasn't.
But that's
broken.
what they wanted.
No.
So the black home didn't become broken until like the
state assistant.
No. It wasn't until like they started. It was like the war on
women's rights.
No, it was the war on drugs. Is when they started raiding.
But like you said, there's this thing. Like I said, also everybody has roles. Everybody has roles. When they started to take it, it was not enough to give us drugs, to give us prison, and all this shit. It was not enough. We're going to, because these women is like, because most women naturally like, why the fuck can't my man get us together?
Right.
So they're not thinking from a curse standpoint. They're thinking from we all equal, right? So like, why the fuck is... So when your oppressor come and give your women all of your rights, as a man, honestly, my father, you feel me? The situation between my mom and my papa was talking about last night, I was like, Mom, my dad would never express it to you, but he was embarrassed that he couldn't do for you what a man is supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they knew that. Like I said, bro, we're reconditioning ourselves right now. But they have had a head start, a big head start on us. They know how to correct us. Look, nowadays, think about it. We are born...
I just don't think all white people are bad.
No, look, this is the thing. Now, bring me to my next point. This is my thing. If let's say white people, right? My thing is, it comes down to good and evil. If it was black people running the world and they was fucking evil, I would be on their ass too. But this is what it comes down to. For me, in my mind, if you understand that black people was first, you understand that was first.
I just feel like at this point in time, that's irrelevant.
No. Because it's not irrelevant because of this point. Because they are only skilled at fucking the earth up. They're only skilled at fucking earth. Look, so look, let me finish this thought. My thing is like this. If you were to come and tell me, a white person come to tell me, look, man, you guys were the originals. You guys should be the ones running the earth. We should be following your lead because the earth was given to you. I have to respect it.
We are running the earth. They're just not letting us.
They're not. Exactly.
They taking this shit.
We run it under their like. You know what I mean? To a certain point. Exactly. But at a certain point, we was complete control. Complete control. And that's not, when you talk about supremacy, I'm not trying to say, it's fucked. But my thing is like this. You have, if you are created for this realm, everything was created for you to thrive. You are a big brother. Are you a big brother? You're a big brother. You big brother. So you were given certain responsibilities that a younger brother would never fucking understand. They will never get. I can get around people and instantly tell if they were the youngest child.
So what was I?
You got kids though. So that's a little bit different. If you didn't have kids, then because you've sacrificed for your children, obviously. So
I only got one kid. Take the S off.
But okay, we'll take the S off. Put it in parentheses. Right. Right. My whole thing is like this. There's a place for everybody, right? No. But there's a place for even white people. There's a place for everybody. But we are supposed to be on top because we were created for this. Look, let me tell you, it's evident in everything. I ain't gonna lie. What are we not the best at when we put our mind to it?
We the best at fucking
That's not no motherfucking coincidence, bro.
We the best at dancing. We the best at cooking. We the best at rapping.
It's funny. We the best at sport, athletics.
Man, science.
Like I said,
all of that.
Like I said, fucking up because we gonna pick ourselves up.
Right.
So fucking up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I'm not disputing that fact. We are good at a lot of shit, bro. A lot of shit. But I still feel like the fact of us like being like I just don't feel the relevancy of it.
No, but look.
I feel like it's relevant to us to find out who we are, so that we can dig within, so that we can then find that power to produce.
Right.
But to be able to like stand on like a pedestal and like look down like fuck you.
No, it's not that. It's not that. Let me tell you. I'm about to have a son, right? I took the microwave out of my motherfucking house. Microwave.
Right.
We talk about technology.
Right.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. So this is this is shit I'm talking about. It's guidance. We're supposed to guide the world under the direction of the law of creation, right? We're supposed.
But some things I feel like were made out of conveniency, like the microwave. I feel like it was made out of a convenience. It was like a fuck up. But the nigga was trying to make something. I feel like.
But is it good for you? Is it good for you?
It's terrible for you.
Who created that shit?
But a lot of
who's marketing them?
I should check this out. Wheat, technically, our wheat, American wheat. But that's who kind of runs the.
At this point, yeah, they do run the world. That's why I say at one point it was complete black supremacy, and when I say that, it all comes down to I don't give a fuck if you black and you evil, you in the same boat. So my thing is this: it comes down to righteous and evilness, bro. That's what it comes down to.
Because I see sometimes like there's been a couple videos. We gonna end up wrapping it up because we been going for a minute. And I feel like y'all niggas is getting restless. We gonna get out of here. I seen a couple videos. One issue was when we first started COVID, everybody was supposed to be on lockdown. I don't remember where this place was, but the cops were called because kids was playing basketball in the park. A black cop approached the kid. The fucking black kid dropped that nigga, bro. Stuck him.
Can I tell y'all a real story?
You know why I mean? The kid hit the football.
Can I tell you why I was late today? I was coming from Lincoln City. This is hot off the press. I didn't even tell him this before I came. I was leaving Lincoln City. I was with my brother. My brother was driving back. He went into Dollar Tree with his girl, right?
You ain't gonna get in trouble.
You said what?
You ain't gonna get in trouble saying this.
Man, bro. I'm protected by the Creator. I don't give a fuck about that. Check it out. They come into the car and then like my brother come into the car. It's like, bro, a motherfucker was like walking up to me like, oh, like he's talking about racial profiling, right? I'm like, oh man, that's some bullshit, right? Bro. My brother said, I'm going to smoke a cigarette before we leave. I'm sitting in the car playing I told you I lost my phone. I'm playing the motherfucking game on my phone, right? My brother, he says to, it's a white lady and her husband. He's like, why are you staring at me? And when I looked up, by the time I looked up, she was definitely staring at him, giving him one of the evil eyes, right? She said, oh, I'm not, da-da-da. Then she gets out the car and she's supremely bold. She's like, oh, well, is there a law against it, da-da-da-da? And they're completely bold. Bottom line, long story short, I got in a fight. Because the motherfucker telling me, go back where you came from. You know what I'm talking about? All this type of shit. Like I tell you, this is not some shit that's like, this is actual some real, this is not some, nobody has to push this narrative.
Right.
Nobody has to push it. Like that, you can feel it. So even if you want to be like, bro, I understand there's some good white people, yes. But my bottom line is, what it comes down to is, okay, you guys have to, just like when I say about black women, it's the same thing. You guys have the balls in y'all court. Because our oppressors gave y'all everything. So y'all have to allow us to be the man y'all want us to be. You have to.
But what if you allow them to be
some black, I feel like because of the way...
But they fucked up. They fucked up. They might be fucked up. I'll give you that. They might be fucked up.
The way the system has fucked us over, bro, there's so much damage done that we need some healing and some real rehabilitation.
But some of y'all don't want to take that shit.
Yes, because it's misguided. It's misguided.
Bro, I've been trying to talk to friends, and my friends, I used to have friends tell me shit like, nigga, you better start banging, nigga, because all this nice shit you talking about ain't real.
But on some real shit, like I tell black women, I said, look, we share similar plight, but how many of y'all getting murdered on camera? We got to put on a certain armor when we motherfucking leave out the house, bro. You understand?
I dig that. Yeah.
Because so we already if we're supposed to be kings, we talk about this king shit. This king and queen shit.
I don't even do it.
Look, you know why I don't do this? Because we weren't kings and queens under this governmental structure. We had our own culture going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We had our own way of life. So when you talk about kings and queens shit, what is separating you from the average nigga? What are you doing in your everyday life to separate you? That you know what I mean? So for me, like I said, bro, for me it's all about.
I know, I'm doing a lot.
Yeah. Look, this is why we click that work.
Right.
Hey man, that work, the 2 work days I work with them, they went by hella fast.
Yeah.
We and that motherfucker chop it up. Bam, 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 bam. You know what I mean? And the first day we like, man, I'm like, how do I not know?
I swear.
So the second day, we started talking. We did. We had a mutual individual. We knew a mutual individual. I'm like, oh shit! It took us a whole day.
Yeah.
It took us a whole day. But like I said, it's so beautiful. Like I said, it's so beautiful for. You know, I want you to get those sweaters and them shirts done, hats and all that shit. Would you say it one more time?
Black smile, smile back.
That's it. We need that. We need that.
All we do is motherfuckers.
That's all we do. We got so many other motherfuckers trying to do us. Why the fuck?
White people invite
Hey, my fiance, she be like, hey, why is so damn happy? I say, hey, look, we need to be that happy.
Right.
We need to be happy. We need to be.
Looking
You see another black person like, shh.
I think for me, I think a lot of my, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't always smile at niggas when I see them.
Yeah, me either.
And usually, I think my fear comes from like, I've had like random pages like write shit about me all over the internet. And so for me, it's like I don't never know who is. You know what I'm saying? I never know who you know or if you talk to my baby mama. Bro, small as fuck. So when a nigga look at me too long, it's like it's usually like, nigga, what's up? Like not like that, but it's just like it just makes me feel uncomfortable.
And then you also think about the culture that we have. Not only cuisine, but music wise, we think about everything. It's like it's all pitted against each other.
Yeah.
Because back then, we used to talk about loving each other, and now all we is bitching the house and killing each other.
Bro.
Right. Most definitely.
And now we on like some real fruity shit. I don't know what.
Yeah, that gay shit, I'm not. Look, I don't have no problem with gay people, but stop trying to demasculate black men.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time, sis.
Don't demasculate black men. I hate it.
Cause we need y'all out here, bro.
Right,
this shit
exactly.
is tough.
I want to have a damn son.
Hey, look, when you said something about black supremacy, right, how was it bad? I want to. This is from my book. One of my book of poetry, What's Done in the Dark Skin, Volume 1. I just want to read this a quick ass poem. It's called Black Supremacy. Okay. I want to read it to you, and I want to show you how it's not a bad thing. All right.
I think it's just a word.
No, it is. As a lot of it is the term, the verbiage.
Right.
But I'm gonna go.
I understand where you're coming from. Right. But when somebody hears the idea of black supremacy,
because we've understood white supremacy and how. Right. So when we take that name off, we put the other name on. It's still bad. It's still.
So bad. I think from an understanding of it, it's not the same as like KKK.
No, it's not the same.
We're not hanging white people. Or not we, or the idea of it is like the idea of it is
the idea of the white people that hate us. They already hate us. They hate us.
Yeah. So hey, y'all can go grab this on Amazon. You feel me? I got the audio book on Audible. All this and that. Give me about 40 seconds. I'm gonna run this to you. All right? Okay. Black supremacy. In a time before the word nigger defined us, prior to when history had to remind us, we weren't always broken, but likened to golden, in a land divinely chosen, where you never see a white man's face on the token. Colorfully handcrafted garments before Walmart and Target. Before being subjected to chemically injected threads, our clothing was harmless. When we were still farmers, the food we consumed provided nutrients we needed, not leading to our doom. When the law of the land was to offer a hand, the best method undoubtedly. Thriving in a society where our survival relied on holding each other accountable. A long time ago, when the truth would exonerate you. Now we fight in court to lose because your honor ain't you. Now that water has a price tag, it has to be worse. Than before they put tax on a natural resource, before when black was an international beauty, adorned and not attacked by sworn protectors on active duty. In fact, the more I look back, I'm attracted to the future because this is obviously a prophecy guiding us back to world rulers. Black supremacy.
I like that. I think. But if you look up Webster and you look up supremacy, I think it's like rooted in hate.
And the way we've perceived it for so long, you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's just like like I say, in this society, when we talk about feminism, how in the hell could we raise a young black boy to be a king when you are being subjective to women? When you be any women,
boys that are raised.
Wait, so like, can I ask a question? So like. So like the idea of feminism is like it's wrong if you're like a masculine man and you're not supposed to look at a woman and think like sexually. Like,
right.
So feminism, how does that work? Like, so like, does that mean?
I'm not.
I really don't know either.
Oh, okay. So I was asking for.
Look at a woman.
Nah, so like it's basically like you're misogynistic ass.
Yeah, because I know.
How about I don't look at your ass sexually?
No, like you said, the Western world, because there's difference. You look at the motherfuckers far east that are kind of more that are less like corrupted as far as the Western world. You know, this is kind of new, like everything we're going through. So it's like, you know, when you think about it, like when we think about it, like it's kind of like, well, damn. Like you said, I'm not supposed to look at her this way, and that way. But at the same time, it's kind of like, what am I? Where's my role at? It's kind of like how, like I tell women this all the time. Look, I need you to play your role because if you don't, I'm gonna be a lion without teeth. I can't survive.
That makes sense.
I can't survive. We have to, and that's what I mean by the law. Everything has a law. When we follow it perfectly, then the world moves in harmony. We don't got the earth being fucked up the way it is and all these things because it was created for us to continually, you know what I mean? So for me, that's why I say I'm gonna continue this disclaimer. I don't do religion, but I do culture. Everything stems from culture. You know what I mean? So, you know, for me, it's just like at the end of the day, I love black women. You know what I mean? But in America, you think about what they've done. They have systematically not only destroyed and continuously, not even just with prison, but with motherfucking clothes, your music, your food, everything. They're destroying the black man because if the woman, like she just said, like the sister just said, if I choose to follow you, and where the fuck are you leading me? Where are you leading me to? You know, so that's why you have to get back to a culture, to an original culture. In my mind, that is the. I feel like that because we've tried everything else. What haven't we tried in America?
Right, and I totally agree with that.
What haven't we tried?
I'm 100% with following your lead. But if I don't know where you going and then you got these snakes in the grass coming after me, man, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
He's not following.
And then you got kids too.
I mean,
I have a daughter.
You got, you know what I mean? So then it gets bigger than that.
He's looking for you to lead. He's not leading.
Yeah, see that.
Not
and
leading.
most of us.
But how many more men do I have to go through to find out if you're a leader?
You don't.
Right.
You don't.
Because look, I was raised by a single mama, and I ended up a lot of people that know me. You know, because a lot of people on Venus, man, he used to be a pimp, all this other shit. You know, a lot of this shit, you know where it comes from? I was a womanizer from a long time ago because I didn't have my pops. I always depended on my mama. So leaving from her house, no matter how much she did for me, and my caveat in the back of my head was I could depend on this woman over here. You know what I mean? So when we talk about roles,
I ain't never been cute enough for that shit.
Don't play for that
look, like shit. But real shit though, man. You know, like how the original thing when we first was talking about the BLM and we talk about the masculinity and all this and the feminism. My thing is, look, I'm about to have a son. You know, and it's there should be a fine line. Like this line right here should be a fine line between men and women. We both equally have a role, and they both are paramount. I don't give a fuck if I said fuck my baby mama or whatever, and I took my son, he would lose out somehow.
Yep.
He will lose out. So if you take two to make the motherfucker, how do we not take two to raise him successfully?
Right, absolutely. I absolutely agree.
Yes.
I absolutely agree.
Definitely agree.
I definitely agree. Bro, we gonna end up wrapping this up, bro. You gonna have to come back.
What was I telling you? Hella time I said, bro, this gonna be about 4 part.
Bro, we have to wrap it up again. We gonna have to come back.
Yeah.
All right. I really appreciate you for coming out and teaching us some shit.
I appreciate y'all having me here, bro. I appreciate you having me here, bro.
No problem. I thought you were Israelite. I always thought you were a Hebrew Israelite.
No. The thing is, the terms.
Yeah, see, I don't like the term, bro. I don't like that.
The Hebrew Israelites, they're supposed to follow the Old Testament law we've been talking about, but they don't always. So my thing is, like, you go to a lot of shit. Ra, and El, those are 3 different pagan deities. Isis was an Egyptian moon god. Yep. Ra was an Egyptian sun god. El was a Canaanite deity. So it's like, okay, well, I don't really want to be tied in with that, but at the same time, I follow the law of the Most High. That's it. I follow the law of the Creator. That's my thing. You feel me? So don't marginalize me or whatever. And another thing is, if it wasn't absolute, I wouldn't be dealing with it. Because I just came out of Christian. We've all been in Christian. So for me and my, so this one thing people are like, oh, you, man, if this shit was only 99%, I wouldn't fuck with it. I wouldn't. Honestly.
No, yeah,
I wouldn't.
I can't fuck with Christians.
Because we've been through a lot generationally.
Absolutely.
Generationally, bro.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Bro, so if people wanted to find you, where could they find you at? Social medias, all that stuff.
Y'all can find me. I just changed my name on Facebook. It's Drama Audiobook Simpson. Because I be doing audiobooks and shit too. You can go on Audible and go on motherfucking iTunes, go on Amazon, type in Drama Simpson. You know, I'm bringing a lot of your best urban books, you feel me, to life and shit like that. And you can find me on YouTube, Drama Simpson, whatever. You Google me. You type in Google Drama Simpson, you guys gonna get 2 pages of results. You understand?
That's what's up.
iTunes, Spotify, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm talking about? You can find me whatever. You find me whatever.
All right, don't forget. Cool, man.
All right,
cool.
Yeah.
Lanisha, where can they find you at?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat.
What's your name?
My name on Instagram is Janae's Mommy. My name on Facebook is my
That was a little bit slurred, sister. You spell the first name out for the
Janae's Mommy is with a G, not a J.
That's right, because I was gonna put a J in. For the people in the nosebleeds, it's a G.
Geneas, and then Mommy. If you don't know how to spell that, go back to kindergarten.
All right. Okay. Don't forget, you can follow us on Instagram at IDK podcast.
I see.
There you'll find our streaming platforms and our YouTube, where you can watch our YouTube episodes.
Yeah.
Whether you're a faithful fan or a new listener, please don't forget to drop us a review, a 5-star review at that. We don't need no 4s.
We don't need no. You can tuck that shit back in.
We'll take whatever y'all give. And even if you go to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, leave a review. And we also got a little connect. We got a collab with a fitness brand. If you're looking for fitness gear or supplements,
you have a fitness sponsor.
It's a little collab. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's called FNX Fit. So you can click on that link in our link tree. Go to FNX Fit, and then when you go to checkout at the very end, you use promo code IDK Shit Fit. When you're all done, you got your workout apparel, you got your pre-workout, you got your creatine that Hennessy kicking in. that creatine workout. They got a whole bunch of shit. When you about to check out, click in the promo code area IDK Shit Fit. I appreciate y'all one more time for coming out. I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate you for having me.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Appreciate all of y'all. I was the last one here. I was late.
Alright, once again, it's your boy Mr. Handcrafted.
Hey, always.
Nesha.
Drama Simpson.
Alright, bro, we out of here.
We gone.
Peace.